And that kind of, I like that. So, a banana bread to go bananas for. Alright. Look at that. Okay. This Elvis Costello coming on, always one of my favorites. Now, again, I'm going very slowly here. I've seen my wife make the same bread, and she uses an egg beater, and it does not come out as dense as mine. It comes out like breadier and drier, which I don't like. Because we do have a serving recommendation for you here at the end. So as soon as I get this mixed in, I'm gonna slide it right into that tray, and we are gonna slide it right into the oven. I do believe actually you're supposed to let it sit for a couple of minutes first, which usually I end up doing because my oven isn't preheated, but my oven is now preheated. So, very nice, very nice. All right, now we are going to take this, and we have our pre-greased bread pan, loaf pan, and we are just gonna slide it on in. Look at that. All right, you get this. This is why I put the flour in, put this in with the flour, because all the bowls seem to get cleaner. So I don't waste any material. And this, I mean, you know, you're spending some good money on your product that goes in this. So, or if you're getting anything good, and actually, you know what, you're usually, I mean, I was young once too. You're spending what you can spend, and you don't want to waste any of your good time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. If you're watching this, you know what I'm saying. And then just flick that in. Try not to leave anything to burn on the edges. Alright, that's about as good as it's going to get. And we are going to turn our light on. We're going to set our timer for 35 minutes. Now we'll set it for 35 minutes. We're preheated, and in she goes. All right, we'll see you on the next part. All right, one pro tip: do your dishes as soon as you put it in the oven. You'll be happy it did later. We've been in for 35 minutes. Total cook time is usually around an hour. However, let's see what we got going here. Now this is picking way up. All right, and this is exactly why I put the cook time on for 35 minutes. All right, we are going to get a piece of aluminum foil about this big. You'll see in a second. This is important. All right, you can see it's very, watch, you can see her, hey, come here, you little bastard. You can see it's very gelatinous still, but what you don't want is it to burn. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a foil tent over the top of it, like this, because now it won't stick, because the top is cooked. We're going to slide this back in. I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to turn this down to 300. I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes, I guess. This is all guesswork here. That'll give us 45 minutes, but what we don't want to do is burn that top. If we feel we're going to burn it after 10 minutes, we go on to the auxiliary plan, the secondary plan that I use in the event that happens, because sometimes it happens. This is off. I had it set for 35 minutes, and I opened it up at 35 minutes. I put the cover on it here. Put it in for 10 minutes. It came out, it was still gooey on the inside, and I'm doing it again. And we're just gonna, this is looking nice. And as you can see, it's like firm. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a butter knife, and we're going to, get a butter knife out here. We're gonna do a knife test. And this is going to tell us if we're done. I missed the one that I forgot to turn on the camera, but this one will have to suffice. If this comes out with any goo on it, see that goo on the bottom? That means it's not cooked down there. We're good all the way up. You can actually feel it when you put this in. You can feel where it gets the goo down there in the middle. So, I'm going to put this knife over here. I'm going to put it in for about 10 more minutes, and then that's it. We do have a fail-safe for this when it comes time to serve it, if it stays gooey. Okay, and that's in. We'll put it in for 10 more minutes. We'll put it in for 7 more minutes. Now we'll put it in for 10. I think we'll be all right, and then we'll take it from there. All right, this is at 1 minute. I'm turning it off. We're gonna call this game here, and the reason is because I know how long things take, and I don't want to burn this. So I got it shut off. We're going to take one last look in here. And that's beautiful. And we're going to just go with what we got. So it's going to come out. It's actually been in for 1 hour and 4 minutes, which is longer than it's ever supposed to be in. Smells amazing. It's not burned. It's firm. Just for S&Gs, I think what we'll do is we'll get one more butter knife out, and we'll give it one more test just to see where we're at. Let me turn the light off on the inside there. Turn this off because it ain't going back in. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now this needs to cool. I'm going to leave this on top of it. We're going to push it right back here. We're going to set the timer for 15 minutes. And we're going to let that go. When that cools down, we're going to plate it. We're going to get it out of the mold. We're going to plate it. Matter is the grower of the hooch. It's moist enough, I guess I don't need this. We'll let it cool as fast as possible. I got other things I got to do. But that's where we're at. 15 minutes. We'll let it go. We'll get it out. And then we'll cut and package it after it cools down all the way. But in 15 minutes, we'll get it out of the pan. All right. She has cooled for 15 minutes. We're going to get a plate. We're going to plate this. So, a nice beefy plate here. That's a pumpkin bread. That's regular pumpkin bread. We're going to do some stoner stuff with that in a second. Alright, so here's what we got. It's cooled. You can see it's starting to contract. Now, we buttered it well. Sometimes things will just come out like that. If they don't, my wife in her infinite wisdom, because a lot of these are, and this one is, no stick pans. You don't want metal on there. So my wife in her infinite wisdom always keeps a plastic knife around, like an extra one, and we keep it in a drawer where we always know where it is, so it never gets thrown away. She's hung in there good there. And the reason we keep it is just for this. Ooh. See if we can come from this side. We can cut it away. And now I should be able to flip it. And out she comes. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, and it smells so good. Alright, now before we cut this, we're going to let it cool. And to cool, I'm going to wrap it. Yeah, I better wrap it. First I'm going to do is take this. It's cooled down to the touch. Non-sticks, you always let them cool before you put water in them. You don't want to put water in a hot pan. A little dose of the soap in there. Help break up any of the surfactants that are, not surfactants, the surfactant will help break up any of the grease left over from the butter. Then you don't have to rough it up so much, which I don't know if that's necessarily bad if you use the right sponge, but you know, you want to take care of your non-sticks. And by the way, in case you didn't know this, these blue sponges, they're made for no-stick pans specifically. Alright, so we're just going to put a piece of cellophane around this to keep the moisture in, put it in the microwave, let it cool for a while before we carve it up and pack it.